What is electricity? Electricity is one of the greatest research accomplishments of the recent century. It includes generation, transmission, distribution and finally utilization of electric power. We are so much dependent on electricity that we cannot think of managing a day without electricity. Let us try to understand the physics of current and electricity. What is electric current? Electric current is defined as flow of charged particles, particularly electrons, through a conducting material such as copper, aluminum, etc. The presence of electric current can be demonstrated using the circuit as shown. The circuit consists of a resistor and an electric bulb. When the two terminals are connected to the terminals of the battery, current flows through the circuit and electric bulb glows because filament in the bulb gets heated due to flow of electrons. What causes the electrons to flow? Why electrons should flow? Before we understand the theory of flow of electrons, let us understand a similar analogy in physics. Let us take a horizontal plank and place a ball on it. Does the ball move? No, it does not move. Why the ball does not move? The ball does not move because the gravity potential at the position of the ball and around it are same. When the gravity potential is same, there is no reason for the ball to move from the present position. Now we shall tilt the plank a little. What happened? The ball moved from higher position to lower position. It is because the ball experienced lesser gravity potential and moved along it. It is nature's law to move from a higher energy potential to a lower energy potential. What is potential? Potential at a point refers is a kind of state wherein if an object is placed it will acquire potential energy to do some work. In the nature there are many different types of potential forces like gravitational, electric, elastic, magnetic, chemical, heat, etc. Flow of electric current through a conductor is because of presence of electric potential between 2 points. Chemical reaction within the battery is responsible to create electric potential across positive and negative terminals. The direction of current is shown by arrow lines. Electric potential is the amount of potential energy per unit of charge. The diagram shows the potential difference, also called electromotive force, EMF, of many different types of batteries that we use. For dry cell it is 1.5 volt, lithium-ion batteries it is around 6.2 volt and for automobile batteries, the EMF is around 12 volt and the voltage of household supply of electric power is 120 volt or 220 volt. Now we understood that when an electron is subjected to electric field, it will experience a force and electron will start drifting towards positive electric field. At the same time, it will make collision with other randomly moving electrons resulting in reducing the drift velocity. In the diagram, the two terminals of a battery are connected to a conductor and as a result, there is an electric field across the conductor that causes the electrons to drift. The drift velocity of electrons is calculated using the formula V equals to I divided by NAE, where N equals number of free electrons. A is the cross-sectional area of the conductor. I equals current through the conductor. E is the charge of an electron. Ohm's law states that the current passing through a conductor between 2 points is directly proportional to the voltage across the 2 points and inversely proportional to the resistance between them. In the diagram, a resistance R is connected across a battery of voltage V. An ammeter is connected in series to measure the current and a voltmeter is connected across the resistor to measure the voltage difference. Ohm's law states that voltage across the resistor V is equal to I into R, where I is the current through the resistor and R is the value of the resistance. Every conducting material is unique and it has a unique electrical property called resistivity. It is possible to calculate the resistance of a material using the formula R equal to ρ times L divided by A. For ohmic conductor, VI chart is a straight line passing through the center. Electrical energy can be generated from various sources, both renewable and non-renewable. These include solar power, wind power, hydroelectric power, nuclear power, and fossil fuels. Electrical energy can be converted into other forms of energy as well. For example, in a light bulb, electrical energy is converted into light energy and heat energy. Electrical energy is converted to mechanical power using electric motors. The SI unit for electrical energy is joule. 1 joule is equal to 1 watt of power spent for 1 second. But larger units of electrical power and energy are commonly used. Kilowatt is used for electrical power and kilowatt-hour is used for electrical energy consumed. 1 kilowatt-hour is equal to 1 kilowatt of power consumes per hour. This is equal to 3.6 million joules. Measurement of electrical energy generated and consumed is crucial in electrical power distribution. Energy meters are used to measure the electrical energy consumed. These meters are calibrated to display the reading in kilowatt-hours. The rate at which the electric energy is consumed by a circuit or an appliance is called electric power. Power is equal to voltage multiplied by current consumed. In the circuit, a resistor is connected across a battery of voltage V. Current through the circuit is V divided by R. Power is equal to V into V by R, which is equal to V square by R. In an electrical circuit, the resistors can be connected in series or parallel. In the diagram, 4 electrical bulbs of resistance R1, R2, T3 and R4 are connected in series. The same current passes through all the bulbs. The equivalent resistance of a series circuit is equal to sum of all resistances in series. In parallel circuit, all the resistors are connected directly across the voltage source. Total current is equal to sum of individual current drawn by each resistance. As the temperature of a material increases, the atoms within the material vibrate more vigorously. This increased vibration leads to more frequent collisions between the free electrons and the vibrating atoms. These collisions impede the flow of electrons, thereby increasing the material's resistance. The resistivity of a material, denoted by ρ, is an intrinsic property of the material that measures its resistance to the flow of electric current. The resistivity of a material can be altered by changing the temperature. The resistivity of metallic conductors within a limited range of temperature are given by the following equation. Rho equals rho naught into 1 plus alpha into T minus T naught. An electric cell is a simple device that maintains electric current in a circuit. It provides electric energy through chemical reactions. The cell has 2 electrodes, the positive and negative. These electrodes are immersed in an electrolytic solution. When the positive and negative terminals are connected to an electrical device, the current starts flowing. Internal reactions happen in the chemicals present inside the cell to produce electricity. The chemicals get used up over time, and the cell cannot produce electric energy anymore. The electric cell produces a potential difference across its external terminals called electromotive force EMF. The electric cell has its own internal resistance R. When an external resistance is connected to an electric cell, the current through the circuit is given by EMF of the cell divided by external resistance plus internal resistance of the cell. Note that because of this internal resistance, voltage across the cell terminals equals EMF minus current times internal resistance. Electric cells can be connected in series to generate a higher voltage as shown in the diagram. When the cells are connected in series, the total EMF becomes E1 plus E2 plus E3 and so on. Note that series circuit is able to give more voltage, but current in the circuit cannot exceed the current capacity of the battery, which has the minimum current rating. On the other hand, if a higher current is required in the circuit at a lower voltage, electric cells are connected in parallel. The parallel circuit is capable of providing a larger current at a lower voltage. And at the same time, electric cells should have same voltage rating when they are to be connected in parallel to prevent internal circulating current which will damage the battery. Kirchhoff's voltage law states that directed sum of the potential differences around any closed loop is always zero. As shown in the figure, the directed sum of voltage across the loop is zero. On the other hand, Kirchhoff's current law states that total sum of current entering a node is always equal to total sum of currents exiting the node. Wheatstone bridge is an electrical circuit that is set up to measure the unknown value of a resistor. The bridge creates a balance between the two legs of the circuit. As shown in the figure below, three resistances are known, out of which one is variable and the value of fourth resistance has to be found out. It can be mathematically proved that the unknown resistance Rx is equal to R2 into R3 by R1. Now we shall attempt to solve some questions to understand the theory better. Question 1 is a wire of length L and cross-sectional area A is made of a material with resistivity ρ. The wire is shaped into a square loop. What is the resistance of this loop? The resistance R of a wire can be found using the formula R equal to ρ L by A, where L is the length of the wire, A is the cross-sectional area, and ρ is the resistivity of the material. In this case, the wire is bent into a square loop, so it has four sides of equal length. Therefore, the total resistance of the loop would be 4 times the resistance of one side, which gives us 4 times ρ L by A. Question 2 is: a copper wire of length L and cross-sectional area A has a resistance of R. If the wire is stretched uniformly until its length doubles, what will be the new resistance of the wire? When the wire is stretched uniformly to double its length, know that volume remains constant. Therefore, the cross-sectional area A dash of the stretched wire is A by 2. The resistance R dash of the wire can be found using Ohm's law, R equal to ρ L by A, where ρ is the resistivity of the material which remains constant. Substituting the new values, we get R dash equal to 4R. However, because the length has doubled, the resistance also doubles, giving us a final resistance of 8 times R. Question 3 is: a 100W light bulb is used for 2 hours every day. How much energy, in kilowatt-hours, does the light bulb consume in a month of 30 days? The power of the light bulb is given as 100 watt, which is equivalent to 0.1 kilowatt. The bulb is used for 2 hours every day. So the energy consumed per day is power into time, which is equal to 0.1 kilowatt into 2 hours, which is equal to 0.2 kilowatt hour. Over a month of 30 days, the total energy consumed would be 6 kilowatt hour. Question 4 is: a 12-volt battery is connected to a resistor, causing a current of 2 ampere to flow through the circuit. What is the power dissipated by the resistor? To calculate the power dissipation, we should know the applied voltage and current through the circuit. Applied voltage is 12 volt and current through the resistor is 2 ampere. So power dissipated is voltage into current, which is equal to 24 watts. Question 5 is: 3 resistors of resistances 2 ohm, 3 ohm, and 5 ohm are connected in series to a battery of 10 volts. What is the current flowing through the circuit? The resistors are connected in series. So the total equivalent resistance is equal to 2 ohm plus 3 ohm plus 5 ohm, which is equal to 10 ohm. Current through the circuit is equal to applied voltage divided BT equivalent resistance. So it is equal to 10 divided by 10, which is equal to 1 ampere. In question 6, three resistors are connected in parallel and you are required to calculate total current through the circuit. Here resistors are connected in parallel. Calculate the current through each resistor and add to get the total current. Question from 7 to 9 are for practice. Please pause the video and go through the solution of each question. Thank you for watching.